Darwin Nunez to Liverpool. Accomplished. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Today we're coming through with some Liverpool transfer news that you guys need to listen and hear by yourself because it's very much crucial to know what is happening in your club there for you. The first story we did about Liverpool was about Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah there for you. But right now, there is a very big story that has been trending, and every person wants really to know what's really happening in between Darwin Nunez and Manchester United. We have almost very three tier one journalists reporting that this deal is on its verge of getting done and announced as a done deal. So that's the reason as to why you're supposed to keep yourself onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football, because here what we do is to bring you the latest news and information as far as this is concerned there for you. So smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload the video onto this channel. Now today, the first tweet that really caught our eyes came in from a man who goes by the names of, no, this was the first one. Where is my first tweet? Where is my first tweet? All right, it was this one. Darwin Nunez deal, key hours ahead as reported, waiting for key stages as Liverpool are in advanced talks with Benfica on 80 million euro verbal bid and personal terms. 5-year deal already discussed, but Manchester United are in contact with his agent even today afternoon. That is Fabrizio Romano reporting, and he was the first person to come in through and give us a report about Darwin Nunez that Liverpool are in talks with Benfica. They are having a verbal talk and they've made a verbal bid of 80 million pounds, which means that they really feel like the player is worth close to 72 million pounds, not 85 million pounds. That means there is a difference. There is a difference of close to how many million pounds? I think 13 million pounds in there for you. And when you look at Liverpool, that is something minimal for them to come in and pay for Darwin Nunez. So if at all the fact is Jurgen Klopp needs this strike as a replacement for Sadio Mane, then he is really going to go tough in for him. Then Sky Sports came in through, and this is what they said. Darwin Nunez has already agreed personal terms with Liverpool on a 5-year contract, and he will earn £6 million per year, and that is Sky. And Sky reported source in there for you, and it shows you that almost everyone is reporting that the deal has been agreed, and in a nick of time, the deal is going to be pronounced done, and Liverpool will post on its website that we've agreed a deal in principle. Another one that has just jetted in comes in from David Austin, says that Liverpool understood to have agreed personal terms for Darwin Nunez, but not signed and talked between clubs ongoing over structure of potential payment. Benfica expect any sale to be worth a package of 100 million euros in there for you via James Purcell FC and the Athletic and David Austin. So that's where the gist of the matter is. When you look at what David Austin says, he's a tier 1 journalist, and when he tells you that a deal has been agreed between the player and Liverpool, that means everything is done. The only thing that can fail this deal to happen is Benfica saying we are not selling this player to Liverpool, we are selling this player to a side which goes by the names of Manchester United, which I see as an impossibility, reason being that what Benfica wants is the money. Any team that can raise 100 million euros can come in through and get this deal done. You get? So what Benfica wants is who is ready to facilitate this deal to accomplishment, and that's what Liverpool is doing, because they say we are giving you 80 million euros only, but Benfica tells them 20 million euros are really remaining. You are less by 20 million euros. And Liverpool go on and do this because they have lots of players to sell. They've tried to put people like Takumi Minamino onto as a make weight onto this deal, and they've said no, we don't want any player from Liverpool as a make weight, we want money. So Benfica have really made it straight and clear that we want money, we don't want a make weight of 20 million euros. Even if there are add-ons, it will be okay, and that means Liverpool have reached a far point to an extent that they are even discussing a structure of how they are really going to pay this deal. So it shows you that the deal is done, because when the deal reaches at this level, when clubs are discussing on how they are really going to go ahead and structure the payment, what else do you expect? It's a deal done. And people will say that Liverpool and Manchester United are being put into this to see to it that one of those really raises the bar to 100 million euros. And trust me, Benfica sold a player who goes by the names of Joe Felix close to 2-3 years back to a side which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid, and they got paid how much? They were paid 103 million pounds. You get close to 120 million euros, if at all I'm accurate. So it shows you that they know they'll get the money, and this season they know they are going to get that money for a man who goes by the names of Darwin Nunez. And Darwin Nunez has just shocked everyone, and news is reporting everywhere on social media that he has liked a tweet of a man who goes by names of Firmino. Yes, he has liked a tweet of Firmino onto his Instagram. So people are saying that he has liked it because he knows he's moving to Liverpool and is so much jolly to see to it that he really moves to that side of Liverpool. But I feel like this deal is done, and United is being used by Benfica and Judge Mendes to see to it that the deal matures to the amount of money that a side which goes by the names of Benfica wants. Because when you put in Manchester United that is coming in to really hijack the deal, Liverpool papa in there and say, all right, let's get in this player, because these are players that are rare to find. You get? That's why you see most Liverpool fans on Twitter saying that this must be another sign that's going to be like Luis Suarez. And remember how Luis Suarez was such a revelation to the Liverpool side. He made every player that played around him good. Remember Daniel Sturridge, he scored close to 30 goals a season because he had Luis Suarez, who could run into space very well, and he could create chances, and he could really take off players for Daniel Sturridge, you get? And because Daniel Sturridge was not all that a threat, all the attention was so much on Luis Suarez, and Luis Suarez was always marked. But amidst him creating very many chances, he managed to bag in lots of goals, and that is a player who goes by the names of Luis Suarez. And Darwin Nunez, migrating from the same country, which goes by the names of Uruguay, people are saying that this must be another Suarez signing for a side which goes by the names of Liverpool. So guys, feel free to go into your comment section. Tell me what you think about Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez move to Liverpool accomplished, as reported by people like David Austin and very many others who are so much close to this deal, and they are really giving us news that it's done in there for you. I don't support Liverpool, but one thing I admire about Liverpool is the way they do their deals. I really admire it. I admire the way a team called Liverpool does its deals. Okay, you see, they won 2 trophies, but it looks like they really want some more. They are not yet satisfied. But teams like Manchester United are not yet done any deal. Arsenal has so far done 2 deals. Spurs has so far done 2 deals. When you look at Chelsea, they're soon making deals, and you see that the news came out yesterday. I did that story in here that they've agreed a deal with a man who goes by the names of Ousmane Dembele. That deal has been agreed. You get? Man City have already brought in Julian Alves. They've brought in Erling Haaland, and they are pushing to get in a midfielder who is going to replace Fernandinho into that squad. You get? So everyone is doing business, and the way Liverpool is doing its business, because they're going to lose Sadio Mane, they first want to get in this player who goes by Darwin Nunez, and then they take off Sadio Mane. So that's how business is supposed to be done, and I will believe that one time United really copycats what Liverpool does, and they really duplicate it in the way they negotiate deals in there for you. And Liverpool don't want to be overpriced, because when Virgil van Dijk at 75, everyone was wondering why could Liverpool go in for that amount of money for a player who was 25 years of age, 26, and was playing for Southampton. But afterwards, that's no longer a question, because answers were already given to all the doubters through the performance of Virgil van Dijk. And Jurgen Klopp is one of the most happy managers because of that. So I really believe that Liverpool spend necessarily, and if at all they are going in for Darwin Nunez and they want 100 million euros, trust me, Liverpool go on and cough it out, because they're not going to go into signing very many players. They're just doing an icing on the cake. So that's what I had for you here onto the Rokani Media Football. Darwin Nunez to Liverpool deal accomplished, and anytime from now, expect a here we go from your man Fabrizio Romano and other genuine journalists, because where the deal has reached now, there is no way of a deal collapsing unless otherwise this man changes his mind. But Liverpool looks like they've agreed a 5-year deal with Darwin Nunez, and Manchester United couldn't really halt this process. Your reactions are welcome into the comment section below. I'm out.